The Samaritan Center had its humble beginnings in Syracuse, New York in 1981. In the late 70s and early 80s, there was a noticeable increase in people on the city streets struggling to find food. At that time, 7 local churches came together to provide daily bagged lunches for those in need. With the help of a small group of volunteers, the bagged lunches became available 7 days a week at St. Paul's Episcopal Church on Montgomery Street. The church opened its doors because of its central location in the city. On the first day, 20 individuals came for help, and so the Samaritan Center was born. As the program grew, many churches, service clubs, and individuals joined in. Even though the initial concept had expanded, there were many financial struggles in the 80s that kept Samaritan Center from reaching its potential. Despite these challenges, they continued serving meals and relied on whatever help they received through this difficult time. In 1986, the Samaritan Center hired its first employee, and the meal program expanded to include 1 hot meal a day. The word was getting out. The volunteer base started to grow. This intense and widespread participation from dedicated locals in the community was truly the heart of this organization and could not have survived without their help. Around this time, an idea was introduced to feed guests inside the basement dining room of the church. There, folks could sit and enjoy a meal while socializing. Many of them were living on the streets, but a portion were low-income family members who needed to supplement a meal. Some found it impossible to pay their bills and provide food for their families. The Samaritan Center had developed into a place where someone knew your name and asked about your day. A simple gesture of conversation was available, and anyone was welcome. It became a place not only for food, but of refuge for some who didn't have anyone in their life. It became a home. When local bakeries and restaurants started to hear about the center and its impact on the community, food donations came generously pouring in. In 2005, the Samaritan Center was serving nearly 80,000 individuals. What started as a free bagged lunch program had now prospered into a full, hot, nutritious meal program, 365 days a year for those in need. In 2015, the Samaritan Center opened its door at the former St. John the Evangelist Church. This large, beautiful dining area made it possible to expand the program even more. The gorgeous open space and high ceilings created a welcoming feeling for guests and volunteers alike. 2 meals are served daily, with the center feeding more than 100,000 people a year. Samaritan Center now operates with the help of 1,500 volunteers monthly and works with over 80 community organizations to continue to move the mission forward. It had grown into an independent organization with staff and volunteers unaffiliated with any faith and embracing all faiths. Samaritan Center has added additional programs to address the needs of its guests, such as basic need items and toiletries, diapers, warm weather gear, and starter kits for homes without towels and bed sheets. Even toys are available for children around the holidays. Direct assistance is available to help with job interviews, building resumes, establishing affordable housing. These services help provide resources for hope and an opportunity for a better future. While the guests of the Samaritan Center share the common thread of poverty, their voices are as diverse as the reasons for stopping in for a meal. People with advanced degrees break bread with others who never graduated high school. It's a place to grab a coffee and say hello to a friend. While so much has changed, so much remains the same. The original dedication of the local community to serve the hungry and those in need through the Samaritan Center continues. A place where individuals and groups alike, guest or volunteer, can find acceptance, connection, hope, and family.